Hi, and welcome to the very first episode of Brothers on a Budget. I'm Sammy, and me and my brother Scotty, we're going to try and build everything we can on a certain budget. This is supposed to be attainable, and it's something that you might be able to do yourself. So our first project is a car, but we have plenty more in store for the future. So make sure you click that like and subscribe, and check out our new car. What is it? Well, you just have to watch and find out. Stay tuned. What we're going to do is take it down the quarter mile. We're going to run it down the quarter mile and see how it goes as is, basically, just after we do the filters and the service. And then we start. We're not going to buy anything outright for it. We'll try not to. We're going to spend minimum, but try and just use stuff we've got to use. So we've already got a turbocharger, a throttle body that'll fit. All the intake, K&N filters, K&N piping, silicon piping. We've got heaps of stuff here, so we'll try and make it happen. First thing we're going to do is run it as is, get some numbers, and then we're going to try and do a stage 1 weight reduction, and that's basically just ripping the spare tyre out, back seat, anything you don't need. We're going to strip it all down and run it then and see what the times are, and then start doing some stuff to it. So should be fun. And Scotty's coming out with more goods. Some intercoolers, some piping, good stuff. Make sure you like and subscribe. Keep up to date with what we're doing with the beast. Give it a name. Give us a name. Comment a name and let's make it happen. Give the car a name. It's a Ryco Z160. What is this? LS1?
Yeah.
LS1, suitable for the LS1, with anti-drain back valve. It's no good unless you've got an anti-drain back valve. Isn't that right, Scotty?
That's it, bro.
What is the anti-drain back valve? It's no good.
Stops it straining back.
It's no good unless you got one.
Must be like
Oh, would you look at that? Absolutely gorgeous. This is, as far as I know, it's like a red back eggs here. So, I don't know if it is actually, I'm just saying. It's probably styrofoam. Styrofoam, but you know, we'll tell people believe anything. That's a redback egg. If you find them, you can just squash them up and eat them.
that no same bushes.
Oh yeah. These actually, you can adjust caster. See these washers, you'll have more washers on one side or the other. That's how you adjust casters on these.
Oh, yeah.
So you take off that bolt, you increase a washer and it pulls it forward, which pulls this whole arm forward. Where's the arm I'm looking for? On the camera, just there. So it pulls that whole radius rod or Z-bar forward, and that corrects your caster on one of these. And your camber's obviously done on the strut. You loosen those, there's an 8mm adjuster, and that you can increase or decrease camber as you please. So these have got it all. Good starting platform for anyone just wanting to get out there and have a bit of fun, because these are pretty cheap. Get adjustable caster pretty cheap. filters and stuff pretty cheap. But there's an oil leak, you reckon?
Yeah, you got some. It looks like it might probably come from rocket cover, I think, all the way from the top, leaking down. By the look of it.
Alright, well it's nothing we can't fix.
Bit of oil on the heads. Yeah, pretty black.
That's
not
not
too
looking
bad.
right.
Not
Yeah,
too
look,
bad.
it's see-through, but it's dark, yeah, which is not too bad. We were expecting a lot worse, to be honest, considering the state of everything else. Let's not beat around the bush. But no, she's come up alright, which is good. Means we've probably got a good motor. Started and ran first go too, just would needed a battery. What's it got? Like, it's got aftermarket exhaust, some good headers on it, man. At least we don't have to change
Yeah,
that.
stainless looks like.
Doesn't look bashed up too much too. There's probably one little hit there, but yeah. I didn't believe it at first, but what that is, that's the bash plate off this, which means that's an ex-chaser. And the police run an extra heavy duty after, well, it's added to from factory, I presume, when they order a bash plate. So when they go over median strips, trying to do a U-turn and chase you down, it's had some use too.
Yeah, that's it, done a job. Yeah, I've got an external wastegate here.
Oh yeah.
And I've got, if we need to mount an external wastegate, I've got the adapter.
Sweet.
Little inline intercooler, low pressure drop. Got my new oil filter here. I'm just going to bed in the rubber seal around the edge with a bit of clean oil to make sure it seats nicely to the engine seal. It's a good idea to also wipe away any of the residue of the old oil just in case there's any bits and pieces there. It's going to get in between the rubber seal and the I say tighten until it touches and then 3/4, isn't it?
That's pretty much it. I go until I just can't tighten no more, but within reason. Don't have to be Hercules on it. Hack number 1. Always lay down and pretend you're busy. That way your friend will get you the shit you need. Thanks, Scotty.
I didn't want to stop you working, mate.
Nah, that's it, bro. Heaven forbid. A 6-litre car cost me about 8.5 litres. All I can see here is this nicely polished alternator. So I can see it somewhere there. There it is. It's been hiding.
I don't know, man. Our 5 litre Commodore takes about 5 litres. He goes, I've just put 6 litres in this Suzuki Swift and it's not coming out the rocker cover yet. I told him that's what a dipstick was for.
A friend of mine's mum.
I put about 4.8 in.
Alright, that's enough to start it and get the filter filled.
And get it off the ramps.
So when you're checking it, you always want to start it with some oil in it, just so the fresh oil filter's got to fill up. I mean, look, it's the size of a can of Coke, really. So, what, you're going to take 250, 300 ml out for that.
Yeah.
How'd we go today, bro?
All good, bro.
What'd we do?
Change the oil, give her a wash.
Yep.
Went over it, seen what we got, what we're dealing with.
And what are we dealing with?
Pretty happy.
LS1. It actually looks pretty good, eh?
LS1, extractors, exhaust, 5-speed.
So today we've changed the oil and given it a wash, and we know what we're working with. Next, it's pretty much run it down a quarter mile.
Give it a go, see what she does.
We'll have to organise a car trailer, which will obviously show you guys all that too. And yeah, that's it. Done. Then we're off to bigger and better things. As you say, we've got the jigsaw to work on. We've got to get that running. That's not the work on. We've got to get that running for Scotty again. And
we've got turbos,
manifolds, and all sorts of good stuff coming to you.
All on a budget.
That's it, mate. Brothers on a budget. Like and subscribe. Just down there.